Wike'S appointees in Dilema as Fubara'S moves to prove ex-governor's administration. Fubara'S largest deliberate attempt to sabotage his government by former Attorney General. The governor of Rivers State, Siminalayi Fubara, has disclosed that the state government will set up a judicial panel of inquiry to investigate how the affairs of governance were conducted in the state before he assumed office. Fubara spoke while swearing in Dangugo Iborama, a senior advocate of Nigeria, as the new Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice of the state at a government house in Port Harcourt. The governor told Iborama that he brought him in as the Attorney General at this time, noting that the moment was critical in the governance of the state. He stressed that the state at the time had a lot of legal matters that needed to be tackled with bravery and courage, pleading that the new Attorney General should not fail the state. Fubara said, "So my brother Dagogo Iborama, you are going to be the brand new Attorney General of Adia State. SSG, give him his letter, he's the Attorney General. Why are we bringing you at this very critical time? We have a lot of issues around us. We believe that you are not going to be the one that when they send service to you, you go and file non-prescrit, or you go and file one thing that would murder us here. Let me also say this, you have a big tax. We will be setting up a judicial panel of inquiry to investigate your affairs of governance. So brace up, I am not going back on it. Please defend us. We know that you are going to defend us because your record is clean. You were a gentleman and peaceful. You are not a noisemaker. People like you are endowed and they have the fear of God." He reiterated that though he thought the political crisis he considered as a problem within the family would have been resolved, but regretted that there had been no headway out of it. Fubara said, though it was unfortunate that his administration has moved forward because there is a well-now constituted State House of Assembly to discharge legislative duties and a citizen lawyer appointed as the Attorney General of the state. I am happy that this is happening today to mark the beginning of a new era in our administration. When I said that I had a reason for being patient, it is because I know that we are all from one family. And if you have a disagreement, no matter how bad it is, it should be resolved amicably. But it has become very clear that this disagreement, there is no way to resolve it amicably. And for a lot of reasons, there is visible evidence that there is sabotage, deliberate attempt to sabotage this administration. For that reason, we have to move forward. And moving forward, if it means taking decisions that are going to hurt anybody, we are not going to back on the protection of the interests of Rivers people. Fubara further took the former Attorney General Prof. Zakio Sandango to the cleaner, stating that he endured the sabotaging in the same administration he was serving. It is good that you are already a son before your appointment. This means that you are a very thorough lawyer and have earned your appointment. Not like the one we had here, who while in office they went to pay money to get son. When you became a son, the only thing you would do is to sabotage the government. Instead of you closing your mouth, you go publicly to claim that you're a learned person, but go publicly to tell people that you are the chief law officer. Chief law officer? You were here and you went to stand before a magistrate court. At that time, you didn't remember you were chief law officer, going against the ethics of your job. Like I said, you will get your reward, not in the next world, but in this world. However, a strong ally of the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Emmanuel Dia, has stated that the move by the governor of the state is needless and self-destructive. Dia, who represented Gokana Federal Constituency at the National Assembly, reminded the governor that he was part of the same administration he was targeting to probe, noting that the rank ink will get dried one day. It is needless. It is a self-destruct strategy. He functioned prominently in that government. Even his signature was on most of the transactions the government carried out. I think this decision is also because of a lack of in-depth knowledge and understanding of a government. He was part of that government as Accountant General and Permanent Secretary, but if you feel that this is the best way to go, so be it. He should know that the red barrel will one day run dry. One day that office he is occupying will end and the wheel of justice drives slowly, but eventually, surely, justice will be served. He feels that the probe will affect the minister. He should know that there is a procedure to probe. He should not think that he is the master. I am not surprised because of the kind of thing they are doing in the state right now, where members are under suspension will gather and go to court that everyone knows does not have the jurisdiction to talk about the members of a state house of assembly. I am not surprised if he wants to do that. Even me, because I heard that Fubara'S was actually part of the former administration. I'm like, is this not going to be him shooting himself in the leg? And when I also heard that he was also the accountant, the accountant and permanent secretary, I was like, this move this man is trying to use, I hope he's not going to backfire. Okay. It is the time to dance naked in River State. Who is ready? Let the music play. Wike'S is invited with all his cronies. The master of education is Fubara'S, governor of troubled River State. So be small troubled. For those criticizing Fubara'S for trying to prove past governance, what is wrong with doing that? Is it the first governor to prove past administrations? Of course not. Many governors have done that. Some are very positive in their findings, just like in Kaduna State, where millions were discovered to have been spent without due process. Some governments also came out with negative reports, not finding out anything incriminating against past administration. Please let Fubara'S to breathe and let him do his work. Well, just like the person said, if the person feels, if Fubara'S feels this is the only way out, fine and good. Just like there are consequences to his action, let him also know that he himself will be proved. I hope that he knows that. Okay, what we need in the state is peace. We don't want any group of persons to instigate the governor or the FCJ minister just to make money from them. 7 days for a thief, 1 day for the owner of the house. All the gragra where he carry and reach now. The lawmakers safe are not wise. How can you be fighting a sitting governor? You are following a man that has finished his 8 years and want to use another 8 years. You lawmaker, can you guys accept it? Put yourself in same position. You guys lost the opportunity and you can only put your trust in God, not man. Dia should tell us what can be more self-destructive than the impeachment plot orchestrated by Wike'S and his allies, and why the likes of Dia never spoke up publicly against Wike's satanic move, as destabilizing as it was. Dia ought to have cautioned Wike ever for his utterances. You ought to have cautioned some people in house by insulting the governor of his state, calling him a small boy. You ought to have cautioned Wike by calling ex-governor Buchanan's outdated in politics. In fact, it is so disheartening. They went too far. I know people will come outside and say, when he was doing this for Fubara'S, my own is, if you check this thing well, it will like say then get, as in, it will like say nobody tell each other, see what thing you go do for me, see what thing I want. I think that's the problem here. And then when you don't put and finish, you go come they talk, see what thing I want. You go do this one, you go do that one. I don't know, well, I'm just saying, but whatever be the case, what we want is let River State breathe. Let them have peace. Alright, on this note, I've come to the end of the news to say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.